Hello and welcome to Jep's Outdoor Adventures. I'm your host Jep, and today I have my assistant Ushi here helping me film today's video. Today we are testing out Buffalo Bore's 125 grain full metal jacket loadout for the 357 SIG. Now the 357 SIG is a caliber I know a lot of you guys have wanted to see me test out for a while now. I'm getting onto it. We have a few more loadouts that we're going to look at down the road. The 357 SIG has been highly requested, so I definitely wanted to get onto this, and I think y'all will enjoy this video. Before we get into this though, I do want to give a quick shout out to The Carolina Outdoors. I'm wearing their hat and their lightweight hoodie here. They did not sponsor this video, but they're a small company. They just started up. I wanted to give them a shout out because I know I'm not the only guy here who would appreciate their clothing and some of the stuff that they've been putting out lately. So if you guys want to check them out, I'll leave the link down below to their website and their Instagram page if you want to check that out. I also want to let y'all know that I have been doing some different types of videos lately, but they haven't got a lot of views. The most recent one I've done has, I think, 90 views. It's not a lot. It has been a new series I'm doing called Stories, Tales, and Wild Yarns. And the first two episodes I've done have been reading Russell Annabelle's outdoor stories. And Russell Annabelle, for those who don't know, is a writer who Ernest Hemingway acclaimed as being the best outdoor writer. He's a very good writer. I can attest to that. I've been reading some of his stuff lately. And so if you guys want to have something nice to sit back and relax and listen to at some point, those are great videos. I put a lot of effort into them. You can read along with me. I put the text on screen. If those are something that you're interested in, please feel free to check them out, and I will be coming out with more stories. I'll probably do some from Theodore Roosevelt as well. Different outdoor writers that I think a lot of people could learn from, and at the very least find some enjoyment listening to. So with those two things out of the way, I wanted to get that done there. Also, if you want to find out any information about the firearm that we used in today's video, I will simply have the information down below, probably in a pinned comment and or in the description box below. And thank you guys for the 4,000 subscribers I just hit about a week ago. Massive thank you to you guys. I greatly appreciate it. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video. I will let you know though that this was filmed on a few different occasions. So the weather, the lighting, everything's a little different. And unfortunately, the microphone setup I used for the first portion of the video did really well, but I forgot to set it up the exact same way for the second portion. So it doesn't quite sound as good. There is a difference in audio quality, and it was a lot windier that day. So I do apologize about that. There's nothing I can really do about it. Once you record something, you've recorded it. There's nothing much you can do. It doesn't sound horrible, but I know someone's going to point it out if I don't bring it out myself. But I think the video went pretty well, so without any further ado, let's just dive right into it. Here we go. Alright, so here we have our testing medium for today. Now for the sake of time, I will just try and keep it as simple as possible here. The only thing that will be changing is the primary barrier here. So everything else will be the same. I'm only saying that because it's going to get really dark really quick here. So we're kind of on the clock here. So getting right into our test, we have one water jug here to start us off, and we have 3 going down the length. Now, we only have 1 here because the bullet isn't really going to drift at this point. But after that, we have 3 going widthwise. And the idea behind that is simply if the bullet tries to veer, we should be able to catch it. It usually does a pretty good job. So that's what we have here. For the beginning of the test here, we have a rag here up front in replacement of the faux wool because we ran out of that. This is very, very similar. So we just have our rag here and a 1/4 inch thick piece of masonite. And then our bone barrier for this is 2 3/4 inch thick pieces of plywood. They have been used in the past, but only on the sides right here where we need the integrity. It has been untouched, so it will work just fine. And then at the very end here, we have a 3/4 inch thick piece of plywood just to try and catch the bullet if it goes through all the way. It has worked for the 10mm, so hopefully it will work for this round. So we're going to take a step back and see how it does. Here we go. Okay, first shot here with the 357 SIG. Here we go. You know, I'm standing behind the firearm, of course, to be safe, but I felt that. It's very loud, too, even with hearing protection on. All right. Unfortunately, it looks like we kind of scraped the jugs here.
Yeah, I hit low.
Yeah, we're getting used to this setup here, but it does look like it did some damage, just so we have this on the record here. I have a feeling it went all the way out, though definitely scraped right along here. Did it? No, maybe it got lodged. I see fresh wood here. I see a bulge on the back, but I don't know if it actually went out. If we had more time, we would check. If we caught the bullet, we'll share a picture with you all right now. In the meantime, we're gonna have to hurry up. Sunset is fast approaching, so let's try and take a second shot here. All right, second shot here with the 357 SIG. See if we can do it this time. Here we go. Oh, good. Okay. Got a nice center mass shot here. There is our entrance point. There's our exit on the backboard, if I can separate them. There we go. All right, set that aside. About the 6 jug here. Looks like it went out at an angle. I don't know where it went. The bullet was apparently lying right down here in the mud here. So I would suspect it might have come out this guy right here. I'm not entirely sure. But wherever it came from, it would be right around here. So we're looking at a good amount of penetration either way. So we're gonna take a step back and do another shot here. Here we go. All right, third shot here with the 357 SIG. Here we go. Looks like we got a good center mass shot. Hopefully you can hear me well. I have a wind muff on my microphone, but unfortunately the wind is starting to kick up a little bit here. I have it underneath my jacket, so hopefully it won't be too bad for y'all. Looks like we had the hit right there. Very nice. Trying to walk around here, things are getting muddy real quick. All right, unfortunately it looks like this jug splintered a little bit, and looks like the bullet went up just a little bit, went through here, right into here. All right. I'll look around a little bit. We'll see what we can find.
Yeah, it hit right there, I think.
Yeah.
It bounced off.
Probably went off. So yeah, we're not seeing the bullet. We'll see if it ever shows up. Sometimes they do. In the meantime, we're going to move on with the testing. So on to our next bone barrier. Here we go. All right. So now for our second variation of the bone barrier, we have a 1/2 inch thick piece of cutting board. This is some very thick, durable stuff. Had one of my viewers let me know what type of material this is, but I forgot the actual term, so I'll just put it up here for you. But this is very nice stuff. I think this is probably the best bone simulator we've found to date, at least for young, healthy bone. So we'll see how it does on this test. So yeah, let's step back and see how it does. Here we go. All right, fourth shot here, first time with the second variation of the bone barrier. Here we go. We didn't hit this guy at all. It went through.
Oh, I missed way off, didn't I?
Yeah, unfortunately.
How did I do that?
I don't know.
How's that over here?
We're trying to get used to this gun here. Let's set it that way. So it did go through though. I do want to note that. Looks like it went straight in. So that's good. I want to see, did we catch that bullet? Looks like it went out and then it veered into the main lane. No, okay, and it went through. I'm wondering, did we catch that too? I don't know, it might have gotten stuck in here. Let's... I'm not saying, yes, the water's a little green. That's because it has algae. That's fine. Don't worry about it, folks. We ain't spewing chemicals out here. Alright, well, eyes are a little watery. I'm not seeing it. It looks like it went right into here. So I'm not entirely sure
I think it went through.
what happened.
Let's see.
That's it, because maybe... Yeah, maybe that is what happened. I'm not 100% sure. I don't, just pour this out just to see. Yeah, okay, it wasn't in there. Alright, we'll have to try one more shot here. Alright, second shot here with the second variation of the bone barrier. Here we go.
Ow.
Whoa! How'd that happen?
I have no idea.
The hell happened there? That... Is that another round? Wait, that doesn't even feel hot to me.
I don't know, but it bounced back and hit me right there.
That's freaking insane. It just... Boing. That's never happened before, folks. I'm bamboozled. Okay. Okay, maybe that's not the right term, but anyway, let's check here. My eyes are all watery. It's just cold enough, and the wind is starting to pick up just a little bit. I hate that combo. Okay,
Yeah, I'm hitting off.
let's see. It went right here into here. Looks like it went off at an angle. Looks like it went right into here. Went out here. It looks like it hit sideways there on the board. Oh, slip and slide. I'm wondering, did it? I think that was what ricocheted back.
Yeah, it ricocheted back.
Somehow, some way, folks. It was right there. So that thing ricocheted back. Holy moly. I have never seen that before. We've never had an issue with ricochets or anything here because we're very careful. But that was a first. And hopefully a last. That's worrisome. Let's see, how did it hit here? Okay. Went in straight. Came out good both times. Wow. Okay.
3 hours later.
All right, different day, different hour. This should be the third shot here with the second variation of the bone barrier. Here it goes. Looks like we kind of hit it on... Oh, no, we got a good shot there. All right. Crack that one open. Okay. Looks like went out here. Hit this jug, kind of bounced. Scraped this guy open. Went into here. I think this guy's full. It looks like it hit back here. Let's see. All right, looks like it was at a slight angle here and just missed our backboard. So, oh well, but we got a pretty square shot overall. You know, we're still trying to get used to this. That's a solid 7 jugs there, folks. It's about 41 and a half, 42 inches. And I assume it could probably go a couple more. I wish we could have caught it in the board, or at least seen how it would have reacted if it would have punched through or whatnot. But oh well, we're gonna step back and take another shot. Here we go. All right, 4th shot here on 2nd variation. Here we go. I'm wearing hearing protection and that kind of sounds loud. Whew. All right, it's all muddy here. Let's see, where. Well, looks like a pretty good shot. Let's see. Yeah, that's smack dab in the middle, so that's good. Does this have a hit or is it just split? I don't know. All right. Went right through there. Looks like hit low right there. Oh, there's the bullet. All right. Hopefully y'all can see that. I don't know, it looks like it may have hit right over in here and rolled right over. We're gonna lay this guy down, take a picture, and then we're gonna move on. All right, hopefully you guys can hear me well. For our next barrier, we have the 3rd variation of the bone barrier, Jugs test here. Each one kind of gets more difficult than the last, so this guy is by far the most difficult at this time. They are 2 about 1/4 inch thick ceramic tiles. These are by far the most difficult barrier we've ever thrown at our bullets. They can make it through, but whether or not they make it in one piece is really the question, and how much weight they retain, whether or not they go past it by only a jug or 2, or whether they go all the way. It is a very difficult test. This is the bane of a bullet's existence, really, as far as I'm concerned. So we're going to see what we can do here. Let's step back and take a few shots. Here we go. First shot here with the 3rd variation. Here we go. Okay, I don't know if you can tell, but that water is colored. That's hilarious. Okay, blew this jug wide open. I'm getting all wet here. Figures the day I wear shorts, and I don't wear shorts very often, folks. These all look pretty whole. I have a feeling it stopped right in here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We're gonna need to clear space and then pour this out and see what we can do. Yeah, see, there's a copper flake right there. Oh. There's some of it. You can't really see it well because the shadows. This camera's great, but its up close focusing capabilities are frankly non-existent. There's more pieces right there. More right there. I think that's about it for that. Oh, there's some more right here. So yeah, it didn't go very far at all. The lead core is probably why. It's not solid copper, but that's just a theory. I don't know. We haven't done this test with copper bullets before. This is the first time. So we'll have to see if down the road we get these same kind of results or what. $1,596, 1,621, 1,595, 1,582, and 1,603. All right, guys, we're back out in the lodge, and I want to talk about how well this ammunition performed. The 357 SIG, just to start out talking about the caliber itself, it's really impressed me. We also shot some Freedom munitions, full metal jacket, training rounds, and I like it. I like it a lot. I'm accurate with it. I'm comfortable with it, and the numbers came out to be pretty impressive. So to talk about this real quick, the chronograph results were very good. And it came out to an average of 1,599.4 feet per second. Whereas Buffalo Bore advertises it at 1,425 feet per second. So once again, Buffalo Bore has kind of gone conservative on the numbers that they put out, and I love that. I'd rather underestimate a round than overestimate it, especially when it comes to things like, I don't know, bear protection. The round has performed better than they advertised it would, and I love that. Buffalo Bore is usually right on the dot or just slightly conservative on the numbers that they put out, and that is a breath of fresh air compared to a lot of manufacturers who will fluff up the results in an effort to make it look better. Not that everyone does that, and not that they do so by gross measures, but it's nice to see more honest reporting on something like this. Anyway, the average, let's see here. I'm trying to move around here on the laptop instead of having a paper copy. Anyway, the bullet weights. The first one that we dug out came in at 124.1 grains. And in no specific order, because I couldn't keep track of which bullet was which, they came in at 123.6 grains, 124.1 grains, again, and then another bullet came in at 124.1 grains. So 124.1 was a pretty consistent number, and I did measure these multiple times to make sure that the numbers were accurate, and they indeed were. So that was pretty interesting. Not often do you see the same numbers pop up again and again. And then the fragments, I tried picking up every little piece. I'm not sure if I was able to, but I certainly tried. I captured every one that I could find, and it came in at 84.4 grains. So did lose a good bit of weight there. It kind of surprised me how much it broke apart, but it looks like it had more of a soft lead core. So I'm not terribly surprised after thinking about it a bit. It didn't perform as well as hard casts for the 40 Smith & Wesson did, or the 9mm from Buffalo Bore with their hard casts. But Underwood's hard casts have typically done better. The 40 Smith & Wesson round that we tested out did great with that test. Held together better, punched farther, but that's a hard cast. And unfortunately, I cannot find any hard casts for the 357 SIG, so that's a little bit of a bummer. I wish I could find some, but hopefully someone will make some hard casts for the 357 SIG, or at least load up some hard casts. I'm not entirely sure how that would go about. I'm not into all the specifics about ammunition loading, because that is not my area of expertise, if there is an area of expertise for me at all. But we averaged out the bullet weights and then calculated the numbers for them. So without the fragmented round, the average came in at 123.975 grains on average. Using that average grain weight and the average feet per second rate of 1,599.4 feet per second, we calculated 704 foot-pounds of a force per shot with a momentum of 28 and a Taylor KO of 10. This compares pretty well with most other cartridges with a Taylor KO of 10. The 45, stop clicking, honey. Hey, it's okay. The 45 ACP has a Taylor KO of anywhere from about 13 to 15 on average. So a little bit heavier hitting, and that's because of the heavy bullet. 255 grains of bullet is a lot to deal with, especially compared to 125 grains. However, it's still pretty comparable overall. A shotgun with slugs hits with a Taylor KO of, I want to say, 50. So overall, they're pretty close to each other. Now, taking the average grain weight with the fragments, we have an average of 116.06 grains. So a little bit lower, taking the average feet per second rate of 1,599.4 feet per second. We have an average of 659 foot-pounds with a momentum of 26 and a Taylor KO of 9. So slightly less, but overall still pretty solid. So the round did perform very well there. Like I said, if we take the better number there, 704 foot-pounds, comparing that to what Buffalo Bore advertised of 564 foot-pounds, I'm very impressed with the numbers that we received here, that we gathered and collected. Now, there was a little bit of deviation, but not a lot. It was pretty straight on. Some of the rounds did want to drift up a little bit. I'm not entirely sure why. Shooting water, there can be some issues there. Most rounds do pretty good, and this round I'd say is well within the parameters for acceptable performance. Some rounds like to drift around a lot. The Underwood 140 grain Extreme Penetrators hit the bone barrier sideways twice. So considering this guy went straight through, I'm very happy about that. Some rounds just don't perform quite as well as I'd like. It is what it is. It's up to you guys to decide whether or not you would carry this stuff if you like it, but for me, I would say I'm perfectly comfortable with it. It worked very well, but only for the lower 48. I mean, if I was carrying my 450 Bushmaster or a 444 Marlin, 450 Marlin, 4570 Government, 375 Ruger, something with some power behind it as my primary carry, then yeah, I probably wouldn't have any issue with this in Alaska, but then again, I wouldn't feel... Darn roosters. I wouldn't feel terribly comfortable with it either. I know some guys have taken the 40 Smith & Wesson or the 45 ACP or even the 9mm out there. I'm sure someone's taken the 357 SIG. If you've ever had to use it, please let me know. But I wouldn't feel terribly comfortable with it. But for the lower 48, anything 800 pounds or less, probably around that 650 or 700 pound range. Again, being a little more conservative on the numbers there. I don't want to make it out to be better than it is, but I'd say anything around there, this would have no problem taking care of if you have a good shot placement. Then it would be just fine. Lower 48 grizzlies are a lot smaller than the Alaskan Peninsula grizzlies. Guys, if you want to buy some of this ammunition, I'll have links down below so you can check it out for yourself. If you guys like this video, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. To share this video, please click the share button down below and copy the link. I would greatly appreciate that. If you could do that, share it with anyone or anywhere that you think would appreciate it. Please feel free to check out that video that I made. That's okay. Please feel free to check out the videos I've made on Russell Annabelle and some of those stories. If you are interested in that, I'd greatly appreciate you checking those out and sharing them as well if you like them. And checking out the Carolina Outdoors and whatnot, that would be great. I'll have links down below. Please tell them I sent you, and please tell Buffalo Bore that I sent you if you bought some of this ammunition. It does help out a lot. So yeah, if you guys have had to use the 357 SIG before, if you own the 357 SIG, if you've tried out this ammo before, anything along those lines, please feel free to comment down below, or if you just want to share your thoughts and feelings, I'm always welcome to hearing that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.